friends, Brittany Shawley here, founder of Whole and Healthy Kitchen. So I was really inspired today to just kind of like turn on the camera and show you what I'm doing. I am on my last bit of scraps from the fridge. We're getting our food not tomorrow but the next day. So I wanted to kind of show you what I do to take the scraps that are in my fridge and make like a delicious meal out of it. So it's pretty much going to be like a fried rice. Okay, so I have lots of rice left over from yesterday because we had Buddha bowls. That's not the only rice, by the way. I have a whole like pot of rice over here too. But it has to be cold, otherwise it'll like stick to the bottom of the pan and you're not going to get like a crispy fried rice is what we're going for. You will also see I've got like cabbage here, I've got carrots, like half an onion, maybe a couple mushrooms, like half of a broccoli, like one zucchini, a little bit of chickpeas, like one garlic, one ginger, like little tiny things. And I just wanted to say that like it doesn't matter what you have at the bottom of your fridge. Anything can work in this. You can use any type of cabbage, you can use any type of vegetable, you can use any type of spices. Even if you don't have the real spices, like the raw, you can just use regular spices. I'll be adding some like turmeric and some curry today. So I just wanted to show you something simple. I also have one egg, so I want to show you this. This is actually a trick from Jamie Oliver. This is not my trick, but it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to show you how to kind of do this. Oh, I'm going to show you. Ella's right here too. Do you want to say hi? There she is. Hi everyone. So I kind of chopped up a lot of the vegetables already, but I'll show you kind of my workflow with it. So we might have to be like patient for a few seconds as we kind of just let the pan warm up. What I do when I'm doing something with eggs is this one's going to be different than a scramble, so I kind of want the pan really, really hot. Whereas on a scramble, I keep it low and I just kind of like move the egg around. But this, I kind of want it similar to an omelet. So I'm going to just let it get really hot. The oil I'm using today is coconut oil, but you can use anything from olive oil to avocado oil, whatever you want to use. And again, this is just like pantry essentials. If you got like shrimp or prawns, throw that in there. If you've got chicken or steak, throw that in there. If you've got like a different type of bean, throw it in there. These are the chickpeas that I made yesterday. They were from a bag and I soaked them overnight. And then after I soaked them, I cooked them until they were super duper uber soft, and I made most of it into hummus. And then we added some into our Buddha bowls yesterday, and I'm using the rest today. So it goes a really long way for a really cheap amount. I actually bought a massive bag at Costco, so I'm making my way through that. So hello to anybody who's coming in. Maybe say hello in the comments, or if you're watching on replay, say replay. I didn't give any of you guys a heads up, so I'm not surprised if nobody's gonna pop in very much. But I just heated my pan. I think you guys can see that over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my egg, and I'm gonna crack it into a small bowl. Then I'm going to take my fork and I'm just gonna go like this. And so this is super hot pan right now, super hot pan. So I'm gonna go like this, mix, 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 mix. And this is just one free range egg, nothing too exciting. And then what I'm gonna do, can I do it for you? Too late, I'm sorry, it's done. And I'm gonna pour it in like this. Hear that sizzle? That's what you want. So I'm gonna move it around on the pan so that it kind of like flattens out a little bit. Right? And then just give it like a few seconds there to like be like a pancake basically. And then I'll show you what we're gonna do. And as you can see, as I always mention to you guys, I've taken everything out on my counter, so it's like setting my mise en place, right? Making sure that I've got what I need around. I always leave my tools like in a container on the counter so that they're always available to me. I never stick it in the drawer. So I'm just going to kind of move the pan like this to get the extra juice around the top, and then watch. I'm just going to go like this. Fold it. Like, I guess it's like kind of like a crepe, kind of like an omelet. Like this, like this, like this. Ella loves crepes. Actually, do you want crepes for breakfast tomorrow? Yes. Let's do that. Let's do crepes for breakfast tomorrow. So that's it for the egg, you guys. I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that after. How long will that take? Like 5 seconds. So now I'm going to remove this pan. I'll probably use this pan like tomorrow, so I'm not even going to wash it. I'm just going to leave it all, like the oil on there. And then this is my wok. You don't have to have a wok for this. This just gives me the high end so that when I'm like mixing the rice and stuff, it doesn't like go all over everywhere. You can use whatever you have. I'm going to turn it down to about a 6. Again, let that oil melt. This is about a tablespoon of coconut oil. And the first thing that I'm going to do is probably throw in my aromatics. As you guys know me by now, I love my garlic. And let me turn you guys so you can see me. Ella, what did you learn that you loved recently? What did you learn that you actually like?
Fried onions?
Fried onions. This is a new thing for Ella. I've always put it in my cooking, like ever since she was like a baby. And I'm going to move this off so that my oil doesn't get too hot. And you liked it. And recently she had some just regular fried onions with like pierogies, I think, part of Easter. And she loved it. So she realized that she loves fried onions, whereas before that she'd be like, I don't want them on their own. And so I'd have to like hide them in my soups and my stews, and she'd eat it when it was hidden. But recently she's realized she loves fried onions. So that is pretty awesome. So I'm going to throw these onions in there. And normally, as you guys know, I love to caramelize them.
But I don't eat them.
But today, I'm just going to let them cook for a second. Don't even really have to caramelize them today. And I'm also going to, sometimes with the garlic, I like to push on it like with the flat of my knife. Just push down and then chop it up. So we still got like little thicker pieces, but it's all finely done there. I'm going to throw that in here. And with garlic, you don't want it to go like for too long because then it'll burn. So that's why I'm going to be adding the rest of the aromatics right away. Otherwise, if I'm actually caramelizing the onions, I wait a little bit. These I'm leaving bigger chunks because I'll take them out after because my family doesn't like to eat them like I do. And I'm going to add some turmeric, which is one of my favorite medicinal spices to add into anything. Just beware, it turns everything yellow. And unless that's, you know, what you're going for, don't use it. But I like it. I'm putting a little bit of curry, maybe a teaspoon, not a lot. Again, you can use whatever spices you have on hand. We're big fans of like Indian flavor spice, but you can use whatever you want. I also sometimes love to cook this in sesame oil, and then it's like the sesame flavor, and it's like, oh, ridiculous, but I don't have any today. So all of my, you can see it here, they're just kind of stewing away there, and I'm just going to start to throw in my vegetables. So I'm going to throw in my mushroom. Put that in there. Put that in there. And you guys, if you don't have rice, you can do like pasta. If you don't have pasta, you can do like rice noodles. You can put whatever you want in there. And so that's just like slicing my mushroom. Whatever you have. That's what this is. And the next thing that I'm going to throw in here, after I give this a little tossy, shaky, what are these, Ella?
Carrot!
Ella loves carrots, like obsessed. So I'm going to put those carrots in there, and I'll just show you how I cut that carrot. That's why I left one. So generally what I do is I just cut it down the middle, and then I cut it down the middle again, and then cut it down the middle again. And this is the same thing that I do if we're going to have like carrot sticks with hummus, right? So now our carrot sticks are the same size. Ta-da! So those are going to go in there. Toss everything around. You're right. Toss, 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 just toss, 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 toss. So the thing that's probably going to take the longest to cook is the carrots. But I'm kind of a fan of my vegetables being like a little bit crispy, like al dente or whatever you want to call it. So by the time everything else gets in there, they'll be good to go. So this is like half a broccoli, not even. Generally when I'm cutting the broccoli, the stem, like they kind of come off into little florets. But I kind of do the same thing, just chop it in half, and then in half again, and in half again. Toss those in there, like that. And then let's mix it around again, making sure that that garlic and onion doesn't burn. But you guys, like, we're almost done here already, you know? Like, this is how quick of a meal this is. Let's see if I have a lid so that it can steam a tiny bit. I'm opening this up, my love. Figures. I don't have a lid. Right there. Hold on 1 second. There it is. Put that on top while we're going after this. And then the next thing that I think that I'm going to throw in is some cabbage. And I'll show you this as well. So generally I cut my cabbage into quarters and just take like a sliver off because I'll use my red cabbage for many different things throughout the week. It's actually what I find is my most like budget-friendly vegetable that could be used raw, that could be used baked, that could be used sauteed, that could be added to salads, that could be just eaten on its own. I make like a pad thai cabbage salad that I love. but I always think about going on an angle, right? So I like take the butt off first, and I'm just like on an angle, right? So that when I'm chopping them, they become those like long, thin pieces, which is what I'm going for. So I'm always just going on the angle, on the angle, on the angle. And there we go. So I'm gonna throw those in there. And then the only thing that kind of goes in at the end is like the spinach, because I didn't say that. I know. And so the only thing that goes in the end is the spinach, because it's gonna like kind of like wilt and stuff. But hello to everybody who's coming in. So the next thing I'm gonna add in there is all the chickpeas that we have left. So I'm gonna pop those in there. And let's see if you can see what's going on in my little thing over here. Ella, how does it smell? Delicious. I realized there's one more vegetable that I didn't add in here. That's right here, and I think I'll cut half of it because I will save the rest for tomorrow. What I'm gonna do here is zucchini. So with zucchini, I chop off the ends. I cut it down the middle, and then generally I like them a little bit thinner, and you see how it's kind of like a little bit thick. So I kind of like slice it in half, and then slice it in half, and then I'm going to cut it into sticks like everything else, right? Matchsticks. Right? So now they're all like cucumber. They look like cucumbers, don't they? She calls cucumbers cucumbers. So I'm just going to go through it all. Put it in there. I'm going to add a little bit of salt now. So I always have my salt in a container where I could just kind of like pinch it. And the rule is to generally like take your 2 fingers with your thumb and do 1 pinch like that. And 2. Let's do 2. And then we're going to mix that around. Yeah, you can kind of see what I'm doing. So like this. We're almost done, y'all. So the next thing is... Ella, what do you think the last thing that I'm going to add in here? Well, second last thing is that I'm going to add in here.
Salad.
Nope, salad. That's a me thing to do. I'm going to add in some of our cold rice that was cooked from yesterday. So now, I'm going to go like this. Add that cold rice in there. And I like to have the rice like the same amount as my vegetables. Because that's how you get like even bites, right? So that might be enough. Let's see. I might add a little bit more rice. And look how much this is making. I mean, there's only 3 of us. This is going to last us 2 days. We're going to probably have this for lunch tomorrow too, which is fabulous. You know, save me some time. And I'm going to take some of this rice. Look at all that leftovers. Why am I going to put this to waste? That would be crazy beans. Right? So I'm going to go like that. I think I might add what's left in here with black beans and make like black bean burgers. But for now, let's put this in here. And then what we always do, soy sauce. This is like my beloved tamari. You can get it at any health food store, most grocery stores. I also get like a big one at Costco. This is just a small one. But this is the exact thing that I use to caramelize my onions. Now I'm going to add in that spinach. Like this. So we're just going to kind of like let that do its thing for a second. So I'm going to put the lid on. A little bit quieter too, huh? Thank you guys for your patience with this, but the meal is just about done. We're just going to put like the finishing touches on it here. So let me show you now. Back to that egg for a second. So this is that beautiful egg. So I'm just going to take it off on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just slice it, right? Slice it like this. And then look, we've got like little ribbons. How cool is that? Look, baby. Look, so it's like a ribbon.
What happened?
It's egg.
What?
Isn't that exciting? Yeah, so I'm excited about that. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna probably move this to this small little tiny burner because we're like done and I just want you to see more. So I'm gonna take that lid off. Put that over there. It is hot. You are correct, girlfriend. You guys see that? Look how good this looks. And then I'm gonna add in our little shriveled pieces of delicious eggie. I'm gonna mix it around. And then there you have it, my friends. This is going to be our fried rice dinner. And that's it. Let me give you a close-up, okay? Ready? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. You can't even really see very much, but that's it. What I will probably do is I'll make a bowl, like my bowl, for dinner. And then I will take a picture of that and I will add it into our group. I'll tie it 1 second. I'll add it to our group so that you can see what it's all about. And I hope you guys try something like this. This is really helpful right now with us being with COVID, not really having that many ingredients. You literally can use whatever you have on hand. So I hope that was easy. I hope that was helpful. I hope it inspires you. Let me know if it did or it does in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you later. Bye.